Hello and welcome. Yes, you know how we do it. What we are here today is to take positive and negative from the last weekend match. And we're also going to select best team of the week and the worst team of the week. We're also going to select best player of the week and the worst player of the week. Now, let's start with Chelsea, because Chelsea beat Fulham 2 goals to nothing. Yes, Chelsea beat Fulham 2 goals to nothing. As for Chelsea, a lot of positive to take from the match because it's a clean sheet and again 3 points. Yes, and again Chelsea play really well in that match. Chelsea play well and they win their match and they have a clean sheet. So for Chelsea side, it's a very good positive to take from the match. The only negative from Chelsea side is injury to Delap. Yes, injury to their striker. I think Delap is his name. So that is the only negative. Don't forget that Kopama already out injured. So that's the only negative. But as for Fulham side, I don't know how referee disallowed their first goal. One thing that is still confusing me, I don't understand how VAR will take 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 6 minutes to check situation or one action, and end of the day they will still make mistake. Exactly what happened to Chelsea Fulham. I tell you, I've been telling you, goal change matches. If I thought that the goal stand, that match could have gone on a different way altogether, because Fulham might decide to go back to catch Chelsea on attack on a counter attack. Or Chelsea might even, the match could have go a different direction. But kudos for Chelsea, a lot of positive. They play well, they have the 3 points, they win their match. So as for Chelsea, positive. Now Manchester United. As for Manchester United, they have a positive to take, but a lot of negative. Yes, why Manchester United have positive to take is they win the match. Whenever you win your match, you have a positive to take, because number one reason you are playing is to win. So when you win and have your 3 points, that means you have a positive. So as for Manchester United, there is a positive to take because they win their match. They have their first 3 points of the season. Yes, but apart from that, a lot of negative from that match. They didn't play well. They didn't create any. In fact, Manchester United is very poor performance from that match. And again, another negative is injury to Cunha and Mason Mount. And you know, Cunha is one of their brightest player this season, but he's off injury on that match. So that is a very negative side of Manchester. So Manchester have to do something. Ruben Amorim, you have to go back to your drawing board and know where your problem is. If you don't know what to do, find somebody to help you. This is a very good opportunity. This international break is come at the right time for Manchester United. So as for Manchester United, a lot of negative, but there's positive to take because they win their match. Now let's move to Tottenham. Tottenham Hotspur, they lose their match against who they play safe, but they lost 1-0 against Bournemouth. Yes. As for Tottenham, negative, because Though they try, they play well, but they lose the match. So once you lose your match, you might lose match, still have positive to take. Yes. But as for Tottenham losing at home for Bournemouth, that's a negative for Tottenham side. Yes, as for Bournemouth, it's a very big positive because it's not easy to go at White Hart Lane and beat Tottenham 3 points and the clean sheet. So for Bournemouth, is a positive, positive, positive. Now, let's move on to Manchester City. In fact, I don't know what is going on at Manchester City because they lose their match against Brighton. They are leading the game 1-0, scored by Haaland. But Brighton come back and equalize the match and go ahead and win 2-1. Pep Guardiola need to go back to his drawing board because this is not good. It's not good at all. As for Manchester City, it's negative. There's no positive there to take. They don't know how to defend. They don't know how to play. In fact, I can't explain what is going on. But as for Manchester City, awful performance. Negative, negative, negative. They are another team that this international break come at the right time for. So Pep Guardiola, you need to go back to the drawing board and know what is going on. Negative report. As for Brighton, very positive because they win their match. They have their 3 points. Very, very positive. Now let's go to the match of the week. Arsenal-Liverpool. As for Liverpool, great. Champions performance, positive. Everything, yes. Liverpool have a lot of positive to take because you can see how they manage the game, how they set up their defense line, how they set up their midfield, and how the match go, how they win the match. One of the champions, one thing you must do if you must be a champion is find a way to win your match, even though when you are not playing very well. So as for Liverpool, fantastic, positive. As for that goal, Szoboszlai, that goal is wonderful. It's a moment of magic. Nobody to blame for that goal. He just play fantastic free kick. So it's a lot of positive for Liverpool. As for Arsenal, negative. At the same time, they have a lot of positive to take from that match because they lose the match, but they play really, really well. Yes, Arsenal really play very well. It's not easy to go to Anfield and dominate the whole of the first half. It's true they lose the match, but they play well. You can see how the match was played. All the Liverpool front line, they have nothing to do. All the Arsenal front line, they also have nothing to do. They control the ball from the midfield. That is midfield battle. Apart from that moment of magic from Szoboszlai, that match would have go goalless. I think that would be the better result. But as for Arsenal side, negative. But at the same time, they have a lot of positive. If you see the way Arsenal are going this season, you can see that Arsenal are up there. That is what you expect from two teams that are fighting to be the champion. So a lot of positive to take. At the same time, there is a negative side of it. Now, we have finished the positive and negative for all the big clubs for the last weekend. Now, let's go to the worst team of the week. Worst team of the week. I think I will go for Manchester City. Worst team of the week is Manchester City because they have a terrible match. They can't defend, they can't create, they can't do anything. In fact, they forgot how to play football. All their defense are palaces. They did nothing in that match. So they are the worst team of the week. The best team of the week is Liverpool. Yes, because it's not easy to beat Arsenal, especially this time. With the kind of player they have, with the kind of defense they have, with the way they play, it's not easy to win Arsenal at this time. But Liverpool win Arsenal. So Liverpool is best team of the week. As for best player of the week, Szoboszlai. That goal is magical. Yes, that goal is magical. That is a moment of magic. So I'll give him the best player of the week. As for worst player of the week, John Stone. John Stone of Manchester City. He played nonsense. He played nothing. He did nothing. In fact, he is the worst player of the week. Yes, remember, best player and worst player of the week is changing every week, because if you play well this week, you might win the best player of the week. Next week, you might be the worst player of the week. So as for this week, John Stone is the worst player of the week. Now, let's stand up for the champions, Liverpool. Yes. And also, let's mock the worst team of the week, Manchester City. Please, if you are not yet subscribed to our channel, please subscribe, like, and share. Remember, we are here every weekend to give you the best player, the worst player, the best team, the worst team, and the positive and negative of the whole match, of the big matches played every week. Thank you, and see you.